What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Celine Collins, and this is another episode of Truly Helpful, the podcast. The podcast is all about you, and we just here to grow. Look, today, y'all, I want to talk about some subjects, man. Well, a particular subject, where I am in my life right now. I am in a season of being very aggressive. And when I say that, I mean like being very aggressive with my goals, dreams, and aspirations, right? Um, and so let me run it back and let me tell y'all a story real quick. So, me and my business partner, we went to the PGA golf tour. Um, that it was like a section of a PGA golf tour um, in Charlotte, North Carolina, right? And so we went to it, and so we're getting it. We're there, and we're just trying to grow the business with Ascend, get some good clients, and just try to check out the lay of the land, right? So while we're in the midst of doing this, shaking hands or whatnot like that, this random guy comes up to me. His name was Mr. Eddie, and so Mr. Eddie came up to me and was like, "Hey kid," literally called me kid. He said, "Hey kid," 'cause he's a much older gentleman. "Hey kid, man, I can I talk to you for a second?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely." He's like, "Nice bag you got there." I was like, "Okay, cool, thank you." I was like, "This is our newest bag, our duffel bag." I'm giving him the whole spiel about our new duffel bag, right? And so in the midst of it, he was like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know, man, you have some dope aura around you." I said, "A dope aura." I said, "Okay, well, I appreciate that, brother. Brother Eddie, it's cool, cool." We get to talking or whatever, and brother Eddie just starts pouring into me. I don't know this man from a can of paint, y'all. I'm dead serious. I have no idea who this brother is, right? And he tells me, and one thing I've learned though, I listen to my elders, especially when I feel like they got some sense, right? When I know they got some sense, and I feel. And so this brother was definitely sharp, super sharp, brother. So anyway, he proceeds to tell me that, "Hey man, I think this is your season of being aggressive," which was so funny because y'all ever had a situation where you know you need to hear something, but you don't know exactly what it is, and then randomly, like the universe and God just kind of makes that thing kind of happen. That was my moment. That was my moment. I don't know this guy, Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie, if you are somehow watching this podcast, I want to say thank you so much. But he told me this is my season of being aggressive. He said most of the time you like being a team player. He said most of the time you like to make sure that everybody's involved in plans when you already know the answer. He said this is not the season for that. This is the season for you to go after it. Be hungry. You already know the right move to make. Just make the move. Don't second guess yourself. Make the move. And when he said that, with a lot of other things, I mean, when I say y'all, that registered me so hard in my spirit, bro. Like it was crazy. I was like, yo, this man don't know me from anywhere. And then he named a location where he felt like I should be, which is funny because I'm in a transition of actually moving to that location. But I have not had any experience with this brother prior to. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of crazy because, like, after we had our great conversation, I went back to go get his contact information. I'm like, yo, I need Mr. Eddie's contact information. Brother vanished. I didn't see this man anymore. And it was so wild to me, y'all. So what I'm saying is I wanna repeat this too. Like maybe not just me, but maybe it's your season of being aggressive. Sometimes we can just be very passive, right? And I don't necessarily call myself a passive person, but I am, like Mr. Eddie said, I'm much of a team player, right? I try to take everybody's considerations of how things supposed to move in a particular direction, especially when I'm working with teammates. And I always try to make sure that like everybody gets some part of what their idea was. But he was telling me like, look, you got it. You know what to do, right? So hone in on that and focus straight in on that. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's something I really struggle with because there's been a plethora of times where I know the outcome of something and I know it may not be a good idea. Not, I don't, I think, no, I know it's not a good idea, but because of whoever I'm working with or whatever situation I'm in for, if I'm in a group project. I mean, you can even go back to college, like even with group projects and stuff, like I would just go with the group knowing that that was the wrong move, right? Or on the flip side, I would know exactly what the right move is. And I would speak up, but I wouldn't demand it like, yo, we need to do this. And if we don't do this, I'm out. Right? Now after that conversation with Mr. Eddie, I am so locked in on that. I'm in a point in my life now where I do nothing. And I repeat, I do nothing I don't feel that is right or what I don't want to do. I don't care what the situation is. And I've been doing this since this event and since this conversation with this man. And it's been working wonders, y'all. When I say like, I'm at like this peace or whatnot with every decision that I make, because I'm a type of person where it's like, I much rather have the ball with 4 seconds on the clock and everything is all on me and I missed the shot. And I'm cool with that because I can handle me missing the shot and all the ridicule and everything that comes to that. But what I cannot do is know that I could possibly make this shot because I practice it over and over and over again, but I pass the ball to somebody else and we lose that game. That will eat me up inside. And so my life to this point, y'all, if I'm being totally honest, has been like that. I've always been the one trying to be so teammate type of vibe, right? Like put everybody not necessarily on, but yeah, I guess kind of on, right? You know what I'm saying? Like always making sure I ate, you ate, did you eat, did you eat, did you eat? And it's like, and not saying that's wrong, because I think that's a part of me and as my character, but there are seasons where, look, I gotta go and I gotta get everything that I desire and I deserve, and you need to do the exact same thing, y'all. So I think Mr. Eddie was not just talking to me, but he was talking to you too, right? If it's your season, if you feel like, man, I'm always constantly like putting my things on the back burner, right? Or I'm constantly always second guessing myself when I know this is the right decision to make, but I'm listening to everybody else and all their negativity or their different, their fears are projected on me. And now it alters my thought process and what I want to do. Stop. Don't listen to those people. Listen to yourself. If you 100% true and you feel exactly what you're doing is the right thing, make sure that you do that. And I'm telling y'all, it will set you apart from everybody else. And not only that, but forget all that. It'll make you just be able to sleep better at night. You know what I'm saying? It will make you sleep better at night, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I really appreciate Mr. Eddie. I don't even know this brother's last name. That's why I keep calling him Mr. Eddie. But he really just helped me out with that. And it's something that, you know, it's kind of one of them things where it's like your mom always tell you, hey, make your bed, make your bed, make your bed. And you just never do it because you always hear your mom's voice. But then like literally somebody else would say it, like your aunt would say, hey, make your bed. And then you go make your bed. And they like, I've been telling them that the whole time. That's kind of, it was like that light bulb was like, boom. Mr. Eddie said, be aggressive. Right? Like be very aggressive. And with that, that's being intentional as well. Like being aggressive, but being intentional and strategic about what I'm doing and how I'm going about that thing. Right? So I think, guys, it's so important, bro, that in this season right here, if you are feeling or if you're in the same space that I'm in, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to everybody else. Maybe this is not your season, but the ones that you like, I'm on that cusp. Like I know what I need to do. Right? Now I just got to get up and do it. Right? I got to stop talking about it and start being about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we need to do. We need to stop talking about everything. Stop talking. Stop telling everybody your plans. Right? You know what I'm saying? Stop telling everybody how great you are. Right? Stop bigging yourself up on social media. You feel what I'm saying? Like, listen, stop talking. Just work. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm on right now. You feel me? And I know y'all probably on the same thing. I felt like at one point I was doing way too much talking. To this point, I haven't had to do too much talking because the resume, it explains itself. You know what I'm saying? And that's if you really know the resume, right? Because I'm not a talker. So why would I start changing it up now? Start to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I kind of had some battles inside myself about that. I'm like, yo, Link, you doing a lot of talking and we doing less work. Which I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like something pop up after pop up after pop up after pop up, something, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing something different. That's because I'm not talking as much. I'm just working. And Mr. Eddie, if you are, again, I keep referring to you, if you are listening to this podcast, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, I appreciate you so much because I am going to be aggressive. I have already started to be aggressive and it's been working wonders. And so I know I can't be aggressive at all times, right? I do understand it's a certain series and part of my life, but I'm going to make those decisions. And if it wins, great. And if it doesn't, that's cool too. But at least I know for the fact that it's my decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing. Like, I used to learn that, when I was online with Alpha, like, yo, we are literally the captains of our destiny. Y'all understand that? Like, there's nobody in this world that is you but you. So you mean to tell me that you're going to let somebody else determine what you're going to do with your life? Honestly, that makes no sense, right? You are the captain of your ship, which means you define what your life really is and where it goes to this point on. Right now, in this moment right here, you're listening to this podcast. You're watching it on YouTube. You're listening on Apple Podcasts. You're probably watching the clip from Instagram right now. I'm telling you right now, make a decision to be the best version of you can possibly be. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're the only one that has to look in the mirror and see if you are okay with all the decisions that you've made. And were you aggressive with the things that you actually wanted to be aggressive about? If you say yes, then great. And I know, and I wish you nothing but the best. But if you say no, it's now a time to pause, take a break, figure out exactly what you want to do. Figure that thing out and don't think too long about it. Once the first thing comes to your head, write it down. And guess what you need to start doing now? Moving on it. Make these things happen. This is the season of being aggressive. Go after what you want, what you desire, what you need in life. We only get one of these things at this point. That's how I feel. Look, everybody got their own ideologies and everything that happens at this. I know right now in this moment, I'm conscious in this moment on this earth right now. I'm going to make the best of it right now. I can't think about what's happening afterwards. Can't think about it. You know why? Because right now I need to be the best person I can possibly be, the best father I can possibly be, best husband I could possibly be, you know what I'm saying? Best businessman I could possibly be, and most importantly, best human being I can possibly be, right? And I can't do that if I'm constantly worrying about what this thing got going on, what this person said over here, what that person doesn't like about me, X, Y. It doesn't matter. You are the only person that determines anything in your life, right? So let's make sure that we are being very diligent. Let's make sure that we are being good stewards of making sure that we're focused and we are determined to just be in this season of execution and this season of being aggressive. All right. I know this is not a long podcast, but I just wanted to share y'all with that real quick. This may help somebody, and I hope it does, because again, that conversation that I had with that gentleman, man, it was so great. So look, man, this is your boy Salim Collins. This is Truly Helpful, the podcast. Hopefully this podcast today helped you out. And remember, guys, I'm gonna say it one last time. This is your season. If you feel how I feel, this is your season of being aggressive. Go after your dreams, hopes, wishes. Everything that you want in life is obtainable. It's just something that you have to lock in. Make sure that you do the best thing that you can possibly be. And guess what? We're going to be able to hit that thing together, all right? So look, if y'all have any questions, hit me up. I can just keep pushing you or whatever like that. We're gonna push each other, okay? So look, be aggressive, be assertive. This is your season. Go after you whatever you want. And look, this is your boy Salim Collins, Truly Helpful the Podcast. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.